Shadowheart is Fireball, Healing Word, Mass Cure Wounds. Assassin rogues are busted. Not only are assassin rogues busted, but if you take Sharpshooter as your first feat, right? So ranged weapon attacks with weapons you are proficient with have a -5 penalty to their attack rolls, but deal an additional 10 damage. Well, if 90% of the time you're only sneak attacking, which means you have advantage, this -5 doesn't normally matter. What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode. This is a non-usual upload. Normal Honor Mode uploads are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I got asked in the comment to talk about why I did specific builds that I did. And truthfully, there's only two that we need to talk about, so this isn't going to be the longest video, but I want to talk it through. We'll also talk through the two that I don't change, because one of them is just because I don't think about it. We probably could have, and we probably should have, but it happens. Like always, if you enjoyed, like, comment. Obviously, this whole video came out of a comment, so please comment questions, things you'd like to see me do better, things that you would like to see on the channel, all that fun stuff. I will try to get to them, and I will make them possible. Subscribe and tell your friends and family. The more word gets around, the more people interact with this, the more I can do, the more I can put out for all of you. And we are slowly growing in terms of viewership and subscribers, so I appreciate you all so much. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm just going to go to the character sheets of each of our characters, and I'm going to talk you through what I do and what I probably should have changed, but I didn't think about it in the moment, because my brain, even though we're doing honor mode right now, my brain is like, I've kind of wired it for hardcore, which has a different rule set. Okay, so I'm on our character sheets because this is where we're going to get the most information, but there's a few changes I would have made. My brain is kind of hardwired for hardcore, where I've added some rules and some things that I can't actually change classes. So when we were initially finding and leveling things, I should have changed classes some, but let's talk through it. So Shadowheart, I left as Trickery Domain Cleric. What I would have done is I would have switched Shadowheart to a Life Domain Cleric had I thought about it in advance. Because I don't use any of the Trickery Domain abilities. Shadowheart is Fireball, Healing Word, Mass Cure Wounds. That's all I use her for. She's a Cleric. She is the healer in the party. And Aid, because Aid is super good. And then very shortly we're going to, well, not very shortly, eventually we're going to get Hero's Feast, which is a broken spell in regular D&D, and in Baldur's Gate it's insane because it also gives you more food so you can camp more. It's pretty incredible. By the way, just as a point out, we have 1,399 camp supplies. We could be camping every other fight, which eventually we will start doing just to feel more comfortable. All right, Asterion. Rogues are my favorite class to play in D&D. Rogues are my favorite class to play in Baldur's Gate. I don't play one on the channel because in all reality, I did an entire playthrough playing a rogue. On Tactician mode, it was fun. It was hard. It took a lot of work. I was not, it took time. But Asterion is normally the spellcaster rogue subclass that I don't remember what it's called. Arcane Trickster is what Asterion is. And he gets spells. Now, in some situations, he could have been the one that knew Magic Missile instead of Gale if I kept him Arcane Trickster. But assassin rogues are busted. Not only are assassin rogues busted, but if you take Sharpshooter as your first feat, right? So ranged weapon attacks with weapons you are proficient with have a -5 penalty to their attack rolls, but deal an additional 10 damage. Well, if 90% of the time you're only sneak attacking, which means you have advantage, this -5 doesn't normally matter. Because you're rolling 2 dice and taking the higher one, right? So it doesn't matter. And then just the assassin abilities are insane. So you can, where is this? Oh yeah, you restore your actions and bonus actions at the start of combat. So if you've noticed, I sneak attack Asterion to start a fight, and then he gets the highest initiative order, and then he has sneak attack up again, and because he's an assassin and has ambush, oh no, this is surprise. He has initiative. If he's above the order of what he's shooting at, he gets sneak attack again, even if nobody's there. It's just assassin rogues are broken. That's just the truth of the matter. Assassin rogues are broken. Now the health is a little bit less. The armor that he can wear is a little bit less, obviously, so it gets a little bit harder. And since we take sharpshooter first, then we need to eventually give him medium armor adept, and then we can actually start putting armor on Asterion, and then it just becomes even better from there. Also, sharpshooter means I don't take disadvantages from shooting someone above me, which is super helpful. When it comes to feats for Shadowheart, because I didn't talk about it, what we took is tough. Tough just gives you 2 HP for every level. I take tough on basically every character at some point, just because it's free HP, and free HP is always nice. So Carla, or Carla, as is her actual name. I had someone ask me who Carla is. I just have always called Carla Carla. It's just your basic barbarian. I mean, there's not really anything to it. I keep her as Wildheart. I don't know. You can get the Bear Rage, which gives you a heal. You guys haven't seen me use it yet, but it is very helpful. And she's pretty normal. There's really nothing here. She has fire resistance because who she is. Giving her the Titan weapons big. She does have unarmored defense, but we normally just put armor on her because it's based on a Constitution modifier, which is a +2, so armor's better, and that's really it. Like, she's a barbarian. She's your tank. There's no other early game tanks in the game. The closest tank is Lizelle. And I hate Lizelle. So maybe Lizelle is more tanky as a fighter than I knew. But I hate Lizelle. I don't think Lizelle is fun to use. I don't like using fighters. I don't like playing fighters in D&D. So I just kind of push it off and I go, whatever. We'll use Carla. It's easy to get. I mean, you can run through. I got Carla, episode 3? Episode 2? You go get her right away, right? It's not that hard. So then, let's talk about my player character. Which you can see a bunch of random things here. Some of them don't matter, some of them do. Obviously, the Bulwark is very helpful to this. But why am I a level 1 Barbarian, level 4 Monk? Why do I choose to multi-class at level 2, which pushes all of my things back 1, right? It basically means I am 1 behind for getting multi-attack. I'm 1 behind on feats. I'm behind in all that. Rage is very good. Rage is a very good tank ability. I want 2 tanks in my party. We just talked about how Carla is really the only tank in the party. Or only tank that I use. I mean, eventually you get Hausen and there's some other things. But like for early game, Carla's the only one. So I want Rage. I want Rage so that I can have a secondary tank. And then Monks. The 2 most broken classes in the game, and in D&D in general, especially 5e, are Assassin Rogue, in my opinion. Are Assassin Rogue and Monk once you get Stunning Strike. Now, there is the conversation for Warlocks and Eldritch Blast. I don't use Warlocks. I just don't. Eldritch Blast is very, very good, though. And Will is very good if you use him. This is just the party that I've come to, run with that I enjoy. So we take Barbarian level 1 for Rage. Then we take Monk for Stunning Strike, truthfully. Stunning Strike, and then eventually you can punch ghosts and, you can do a bunch of fun, dumb things with Monks. So you just take it for Stunning Strike. There is a chance, I have never gotten far enough to do it, but I've thought about going level 1 Barbarian, level 6 Monk, because that's when you get Stunning Strike, either 5 or 6 when you get Stunning Strike, and then pumping into Rogues and becoming an Assassin Rogue as well. Now, I need to remember if as your 3rd class you get to take the subclass, but I'm pretty sure you do. Because, yeah, we got to take a monk subclass. And so we could technically get the sneak attack thing as well, which would be pretty cool. And we might work towards. But we have to get that far. And I haven't gotten that far because I haven't gotten out of Act 1 in months. Because I've been playing hardcore, which as soon as you unalive, it's over. But yeah, I mean, that's why I play who I play in the party that I play. It's not like I wish I was like, oh, I thought out that. No, I mean, I kind of did, but this is broken. This should be life domain. Like, I didn't even change Shadowheart because I'm used to not changing. This is just what I have come to enjoy. The monk level, obviously, I want to get Stunning Strike. But, like, look at just all the feats that you get as a monk just for doing nothing. Also, Barbarian gives you a bunch of intimidation rolls you can do, which is super helpful. I have unarmored defense twice. And they stack on each other, right? So Constitution modifier and Wisdom modifier. So my Wisdom's up +1. My Constitution's up +3. Do I get +4 or do I just get +3? They might not stack. No, it just picks the higher one. Okay. I lied. I mean, these are the spells I use on Shadowheart because I don't have anything else to do, really. But yeah, and then, like, getting this is good because then you get +2 when you're not wearing armor, holding a shield, life charger. Like, then it's just, you know, items. And, I mean, we can look at items. These aren't, like, items that... I'm not at, like, full items that I want to be using. I need to switch this out for a different armor, but we don't get it for a while. It's just, you know, synergies to the best of your ability. And, like, some of these are not synergies, but giving Shadowheart the thing, when you heal someone, she gains hit points. Just makes sense, right? Giving Shadowheart a shield. Shadowheart has... What armor do you have on right now? Oh, yeah, just has Scale Mail on. And then just, like... Shadowheart has Detect Thoughts, Light, and then she gets a +1 Arcane, +1 Religion Ring. Misty Step on Asterion is great to get him out of situations, get better angles. Color Spray literally does nothing. He just chills. We really do not need this talisman. Because Shadowheart already casts Aid. But it's fun to have. Also... No, okay, it just doesn't show. I was like, did I do all this without Aid? Weapon attacks deal 2 acid damage. Crusher's Ring. Plus 10 feet of movement speed. Can I check what my movement speed is? Does it tell me? Oh, it doesn't. Yeah. I have a 50-foot movement speed right now. I can travel 10 tiles. And as a monk... You just continuously gain movement speed. Oh, also, we're playing a half-orc because you get Relentless Endurance. So if you unalive, you come back with 1 HP, which is huge. Unarmored movement. Your movement speed increases by 10 feet while you're not wearing armor or using a shield. And then you get another one later that's even more. So you can just... I can sprint around everywhere, right? So that's really it. That's why I'm playing what I'm playing. That's why I'm putting on what I'm putting on. And then, yeah. So then it's just like, it's items. It's items. You give this shield to the tank because the tank needs to heal more. Right? And you just run items. Now, I use a lot of health potions. I'm recording this, actually. Now, I've used a lot of health potions. I'm recording this actually after all of honor mode for this week, so you get a sneak peek at how many health potions I've used. But we've used a lot, and that's because we find them all the time, so why not? But it's not always the best. But yeah, so I hope that explains. We need to get to where I can get a feat so that I can wear medium armor, because I want to put the Jolty vest on, and I want to put Speedy Light feet on, which is also gonna, like, mess with a bunch of things. So then we need to change. I mean, we have to change a lot, right? This no longer matters. The braces of defense are going away. My armor's actually going to decrease. But I want to go full lightning build. And I haven't done that before. And it might be smarter to not, but we can just throw a shield on. That'll give us +2. And then this is not armor, so we're getting 4 armor class anyways. So we'll be at what, 16? Plus we'll be able to just get a bunch of lightning charges and then shock people, which is what I want to do. Plus we still get our dexterity bonus. It's only +2, but so we'll still be at 18, which is perfectly fine. And yeah, so that's everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I did mean it when I said if you want things like this, if there's things you'd like to see me do, games you'd like to see me play, things like that, please comment. I read all my comments. I respond to all my comments. I promise. Tell your friends and family, and have a great day.